Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video was supposed to be a two-part video, but last minute I decided that I didn't like the second part. I didn't like certain things about it, so I decided to cut it out and just put the first part. But I hope you guys still enjoy it. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe if you like the content that I post. And without further ado, here is the video. So in today's video, I'll be talking about and showing you some of the things that I do with my daughter during the day to keep her busy. I sort of started homeschool, not really because it's not as structured, but I sort of started a homeschooling program that I do with her, and I do try to squeeze it in whenever I can. And I've created a few things, bought a few things, and also wanted to share them with you in case you wanted to create some things or get some of the resources that I have. So the first thing that I want to show you and talk to you about is the circle time board that I created. I'm not quite done with it yet, but I will show you what I have so far. I do use this with my daughter and she finds it very interesting. It's a pretty big board, so I'm just gonna go through it section by section. So on the first side, I have the 7 days of the week, which we sing the 7 days of the week song. If you'd like to hear the songs that I sing with her during circle time or throughout the day, just let me know in the comments down below and I'll be sure to make another video. But yeah, I just cut and pasted the days of the week over here. And in the center, I have numbers 0 to 10. I'm just going to put it in front of my face for a sec so you can see. I have numbers 0 to 10, which I cut and paste. This spot here, I left it blank so I can insert a monthly calendar, which I still have to print out because I need a colored printer for that. I just want it to look better, so I'm going to use a colored printer for that. And on the other side, I have just colors, basic colors. Oh, this is a huge board. Basic colors. So we just sing the color song that we have, and we do that during circle time, and she loves that. This is a great way to teach your children the days of the week, numbers, colors, anything that you would like to add on the board. Just make it however you want. Anything that you find that your child is maybe struggling in learning, you can add it on the board so it's something that you remember to do daily. The next thing that I purchased was 2 workbooks. The first one is called the Complete Canadian Reading, and it meets the Ministry of Education standards. This is the pre-K level. There's all sorts of levels. This I bought from Costco. I do not remember the price, but I know it's less than $20. And I usually just photocopy the sheets and give it to her to do the work that's in here. I start with the very simple stuff, and such as tracing lines, because that's the beginning of learning how to write, learning how to spell your name, doing letters. So just the simple stuff like tracing. And then the second workbook that I purchased was the Kumon Thinking Skills Pre-K and Up. And this does spatial reasoning, logic, same and different, and creativity. So this one too is a very good one. This one I bought from Costco as well for $9.50. And this one, we just sort of use our finger at the moment to do the activities that are in the book. But we started with the first few pages where she just has to, as you can see here, trace there's animals, there's different objects, and trace them all the way to the corresponding object with her finger. Once she gets good at that, I'm going to photocopy it and let her do it with a pencil, a crayon, a marker, whatever she wants to do it with. So these 2 books are great. I'll link them down below in the description box. There's tons of activities, and they get harder and harder as you get towards the back of the book. And if you want to challenge your child, you can just even skip forward a little bit and see how much they know. But I will link these down below. I would really recommend this one if you are a parent to a pre-K child or even a kindergartner. They have another one for kindergarten and up if this one is too simple. But do definitely check this out. I'll link it down below in the description box, like I said, so then you can get your hands on it if you like it. Another thing that we do is the flashcards. So currently we are using first words, and I'll link this down below in the description box as well. And we have the numbers 1 to 26, which we are working on numbers 1 to 10. And these flashcards are great because it has the image on the front, the word on the back. There's tons of activities that you can do with these flashcards. Right now we're not doing anything too extensive. Right now we're just naming the image as well as counting. So this is great for children 4 and up. There's lots of activities that you can do with these flashcards, so I really encourage you to spend just a little bit. I think I bought these for $2 at Square One Mall if you're from the GTA. Definitely go and buy these. Another thing that I created was a homework binder, and these are the activities that I do with my child now before bed. Before we used to do it during the day, but I find that she's more focused if I do this before bed and right before her story. So I just printed out a few things. So my name is, and usually there's her name in here. I just pulled it out, and you could see that I printed some squares where she can stick each letter in the order of her name, as well as I have the months of the year, the days of the week, capital letters and lowercase letters. What I do with this is I will sing the alphabet here, and here I will do the letter sound. So A, B, K, D. So she understands and recognizes letter sounds as well. Over here we have numbers 0 to 20. Again, just another number chart that I put in here up to 100. I don't usually do this page with her. I do the other ones. Oh, and I don't really do the months yet. I just do the days of the week, numbers, letters, her name. And with this page, I just get her to name the images that, oh, sorry, it's upside down. I just get her to name the images that she recognizes, and we sing a little song for each of the images and the letter that it begins with. So this is super simple to make and use. I have a few other things that I have printed that I need to add in here. Some things I just prefer that they be in colors, so that's why they're not in here. But once I do complete this and complete my circle time board, I'll be sure to post a new video if you guys are interested. Although our learning isn't really structured, I did create a schedule, which I will pull up here on the iPad. Oh, the iPad is at 1%, so hopefully I can show you. It's sort of a program plan, and I created this a while back, and I separated it into languages. So Monday, Wednesday, Friday, we do it in English. Thursday and Tuesdays are in French. And as you can see, I don't know if you can see that, but basically I have a song of the week. I have a book of the day. I have a language activity, creative activities, two sensory activities, 2 science activities, music and movement activity, construction, outdoor play, a cognitive activity, and a fine motor skill activity. And I try to hit them each at least once a day, try to get all of these activities done. And once it's finished, I just check it off that it's done. Another thing that's very important during learning is definitely books. I am a big fan and advocate for books. If there's anything that you can never have too many of, is books. My fiance begs to differ, but I love books, and I think it's the greatest way for learning. One of the new books that I just purchased from Costco is this alphabet train book. I bought it for $7.89. And it actually also has a press out puzzle book. It's a press out puzzle book. So if you open it up, you have different animals that start with a certain letter, and then a puzzle piece that pops out of the book. Your child can match. There's also the letters on the back. Your child can match the pictures and place the puzzles back into the correct spot. Or these puzzle pieces actually connect together to make a puzzle train, just like this. So this book is a great resource for younger children because it's puzzles and literacy all wrapped together in one, which you could never go wrong with. So definitely check this out. If you have it at your Costco, I will link it down below. And like I said, it's super cheap, less than $10. And my daughter loves this book, so it was definitely a great buy. Another thing that I do with her is I let her have the forbidden word, screen time. I let her have screen time during the day. I try to minimize the screen time, obviously, and monitor the things that she does on the iPad. Obviously, I downloaded the app. She's a year and a half, so I know what she's doing, but it's still very important to monitor what your child is doing on the iPad. There's an extensive amount of things out there that you don't want your child to see, so just make sure you're always nearby when your child is on any sort of device, computer, whatever, watching TV, so then you can keep an ear and an eye out for anything that you don't approve of. But with that being said, I do let her use the iPad. There are a few apps that I really love and I approve of as a parent. If you would like to know which apps those are, I'm going to be making a video on them very shortly. So do stick around, do click subscribe and a notification. Do click subscribe and press the notification bell down below so you can get notified when I post this video. But there are tons of parent-friendly, child-friendly apps out there that I let my daughter use. But there are some that I let her use specifically during learning periods. And these apps are like Khan Academy Kids, some alphabet apps that teach her letter recognition, that teach her letter sounds. So I will definitely be talking a little bit more about that in another video. So that is basically the gist of what we do when we are homeschooling. Like I said, it's not really school. I try to make it feel more like play. I try not to make it so much school structured. But I think that these things are a great way to start your child off. If your child is not yet in school, this is a great way to start them off learning letters, numbers, colors, shapes, letter sounds, and all those sort of different things that they'll need for school. Just a little side note or a little tip. If you are bilingual, do teach your child your second language. As much as you might think, oh, my child doesn't even speak yet. Like, why do they need to know 2 languages? Children's brains are like sponges, so they absorb everything. So teaching them a second language is very beneficial to them. Some parents are nervous that it will delay their ability to speak maybe English or the second language if they are learning both at the same time. It may not really, I don't want to say delay it, but the progression to speak one language might be slower than the other, but they will eventually catch up and they will eventually learn. There's no rush. Children are learners at the end of the day. They spend their whole childhood just learning, but that shouldn't be a hindrance to you teaching them their second language. The way that I just do it is simply I sing songs with her in French before bed. I read her tons of French books. I make sure to have at least one French book a day with her, whether it's before bed or during the day. So definitely do try to teach your child their second language. You can start now, or you can start when they're 3, they're 4, but I always think that the sooner the better. But make sure that your child knows more than one language if they have the ability to do. That is it for today's video. I hope you guys still found it very interesting and useful. Let me know down in the comments below what you guys thought about it, and let me know what you guys are doing at home with your children to keep their brain stimulated education-wise, and I hope to see you guys again in the next video. Thank you. Bye.